The story of Coca-Cola begins in 1886 when a pharmacist named Dr. John Pemberton wanted to create a unique carbonated soft drink in his Atlanta pharmacy. Pemberton was a Confederate veteran who had been injured during the Civil War and was looking for a new business opportunity. He began experimenting with different ingredients and formulations in his pharmacy, trying to create an effective medicine against malaise. He named Coca-Cola after two of the drink's original ingredients, coca leaves and cola nuts. The coca leaves, which are native to South America, contain alkaloid cocaine. Pemberton used a small amount of coca leaves in his recipe and advertised Coca-Cola as a nerve tonic that could help relieve headaches and fatigue. Another important ingredient in the original formula was cola nuts. The nuts, which are native to Africa, contain caffeine and were used to provide a pick-me-up effect to the drink. Pemberton also used other ingredients such as sugar, caramel, lime juice, and vanilla to create a unique flavor of Coca-Cola. Even though Coca-Cola was technically still a medicine, it quickly became popular as a refreshing beverage. Pemberton began selling Coca-Cola at soda fountains in Atlanta for 5 cents a glass, and the demand started to grow rapidly. The first marketing efforts in Coca-Cola history were executed through coupons promoting free samples of the beverage in Pemberton's pharmacy. Considered an innovative tactic back in 1887, couponing was followed by newspaper advertising and the distribution of promotional items bearing the Coca-Cola script to participating pharmacies. However, Pemberton was not able to fully capitalize on this success due to his early death. He died on August 16, 1888, at the age of only 57 years. The exact cause of his death is not known, but it is believed that he had been suffering from various health issues for some time. He passed away just 2 years after creating the world-famous Coca-Cola brand. His health issues and financial problems are the believed reasons for his decision to sell the Coca-Cola rights to Asa Candler, a fellow Atlanta pharmacist. Candler purchased the rights to Coca-Cola for $2,300, registered the brand's trademark, and incorporated the Coca-Cola Company. Being a shrewd businessman and a master marketeer, he quickly began to expand the distribution of Coca-Cola and heavily advertised the drink using slogans such as "delicious and refreshing" and "the pause that refreshes." Candler was also responsible for developing the bottling and distribution system for Coca-Cola. In 1892, he entered into an agreement with two ambitious businessmen to bottle Coca-Cola and sell it throughout the United States. This was a significant step in the growth of the brand, as it allowed Coca-Cola to be sold in areas where it was not previously available. Candler also began to invest in new technologies, such as vending machines and refrigerated trucks, which helped to make Coca-Cola even more widely available. This allowed the company to reach a wider audience and increase sales. Candler's efforts were instrumental in the growth and success of Coca-Cola. Under his leadership, the company became one of the most valuable and recognizable brands in the world. By the turn of the century, Coca-Cola was being sold in every state in the USA and was even being exported to other countries. Under Candler's leadership, sales rose from 9,000 gallons of syrup in 1890 to 370,000 gallons in 1900. He had built a Coca-Cola empire, and his aggressive marketing and distribution strategies helped to establish Coca-Cola as a cultural icon. In 1919, a group of businessmen led by Ernest Woodruff purchased the Coca-Cola Company from Candler for $25 million. Later that year, Coca-Cola made its initial public offering on the New York Stock Exchange for $40 per share. You want to know an interesting fun fact? One share of Coca-Cola stock purchased in 1919 and with dividends reinvested would have been worth more than $15 million today. Not a bad deal, to be honest. As the years went on, Coca-Cola continued to innovate and evolve. In 1923, the iconic Coca-Cola script was redesigned, and in the 1950s, the company introduced the iconic contour bottle that is still used today. The contour bottle was designed to be recognizable even in the dark, and it helped to establish the brand's identity in a very crowded market. In the late 1960s, Coca-Cola faced a major crisis when a new product called Pepsi Cola began to gain market share, which eventually led to a decades-long rivalry and the so-called Cola Wars. The competition became even fiercer when in 1975 the Pepsi Challenge campaign was launched, which offered consumers the opportunity to blind taste test Pepsi against Coca-Cola.
This is the taste. This is the test. Pepsi versus Coke. The Pepsi Challenge. Pepsi. And all across America, more people pick Pepsi. Time after time after time.
Pepsi Cola.
This campaign was successful in convincing many consumers that Pepsi was a superior product and helped to increase Pepsi's market share. In an effort to compete, Coca-Cola decided to change the formula for its flagship drink. The new formula was sweeter and it was meant to appeal to a younger generation of consumers. However, this move was met with backlash from loyal customers who complained that the new formula did not taste like the original Coca-Cola. In response, Coca-Cola decided to bring back the original formula as Coca-Cola Classic. This move was a huge success, and combined with some clever advertising campaigns, it helped to regain Coca-Cola's position as the leading soft drink brand in the world. Coca-Cola's success can be attributed to the company's marketing efforts that made the brand a household name everywhere. Their advertisements have always been creative and memorable, from the iconic Santa Claus ads in the 1930s to the Share a Coke campaign in the 2010s. From early on, Coca-Cola was actively involved in sports sponsoring as well. They were the first commercial sponsor of the Olympic Games at the 1928 Games in Amsterdam and have stayed official partner ever since. Coca-Cola has also been promoting brand awareness through other big sport events like the FIFA World Cup, the Super Bowl, or the PGA Golf Tours, and by partnering with major sport associations like the NBA, the NFL, or the MLB. Despite a steep rise in competition, Coca-Cola continued to grow and expand throughout the world. Today, it is one of the most valuable and recognizable brands to have ever existed, with products sold in almost 200 countries. The company has also expanded its portfolio by either inventing new drinks or by buying competitors' brands. Some of the most famous drink brands belonging to Coca-Cola are Sprite, Fanta, Powerade, Fuse Tea, Vitamin Water, Minute Maid, Dr. Pepper, and Schweppes. Overall, the Coca-Cola Company owns the rights to more than 500 beverage brands. Based on market capitalization, the company has a value of over $250 billion and thus more than household names like Nike, McDonald's, Toyota, IBM, or Sony. With 1.7 billion servings per day, Coca-Cola is the most consumed soft drink on our planet. From its humble beginnings as a medicinal tonic to its current status as a global icon, Coca-Cola has continued to capture the hearts and the taste buds of people around the world. It has a rich history and a unique story to tell. With its ability to adapt and evolve over the years and its creative marketing campaigns, it remains as one of the most iconic and loved brands worldwide. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed learning about the story of Coca-Cola. You want to hear more fascinating brand stories? Then check out our other videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting content like this. See you next time.